I don't know if my family will have to leave this house like before. Maybe I was wrong, or what would have happened to me was true. I don't have that confirmation even today. I am telling this story to you also. Keep this story of mine in front of the world so that I also know whether it happens to me or to other people. I mean, every new house we moved into would be weird for me. This was the second home when we had to leave here also because of me. Whenever I go to sleep at night, I do not know what is happening to me, but the family would tell me, when you sleep, after 1 to 2 hours, you leave the house. It means you're sleeping. It's normal, some people sleep, but the family said that when you walk, you take off all the clothes of your body. This was a little strange. After about 30 minutes, put your clothes back on and go to sleep. But I always tell my family how I can do it. My family members told this to many priests in Malvis, but they could not tell anything special, just saying, "This is what Natak does to you people. How can a man do that? Let's go to sleep is not such a big thing. Take off your clothes and then do not remember yourself. How can it be so?" But I always told my family, I don't know what happens to me after I sleep. Then one day, my mother brought a Maulvi. The mother had already told the Maulvi about the whole incident, but the Maulvi wanted to see it with his own eyes. When the Maulvi came home one night to sleep, nothing happened to me that night, although the Maulvi stayed awake the whole night. But this Maulvi also said the same. Your son does all these things to you deliberately. If it happens every day, why did it happen at night? But in her sleep, my mother said, You Maulvis, sir, do this. Stay at our house for one more night. I will give you more money. Molly agreed with her mother. As the Maulvi stayed awake for 2 hours, nothing happened. Then the Maulvi fell asleep. As soon as the Maulvi's eyes met, my son began to sleep. I quickly wake up the girl. Maulvi also got scared seeing all this, meaning at first Maulvi used to hear all this, but now he also saw it with his own eyes. Maulvi got very scared and kept running around in the house. Due to this mistake of the Maulvi, my son also started running after the Maulvi in his sleep. I didn't know what to do now. Then I wake up my husband. Why are you sleeping? Can't you hear what's going on at home? My husband doesn't care about me and my son. When my husband saw the Maulvi running ahead and the son behind, my husband laughed loudly. Then at the same time, my son grabs the Maulvi by the neck and is about to die. I hit my son in the back. Molly will not die. The Maulvi then leaves in a hurry. In the middle of night, I'll dress my son. When morning came, the son got up as before, as if nothing had happened at night. At 11 o'clock in the day the Maulvi came. The son was also running the mobile at my house. When the son asked the Maulvi, How is the Maulvi, sir? There was no sound from Molly's mouth. The Maulvi asks the woman, Does he not remember what happened at night? The woman said, This is the problem. In the morning it gets better, and at night it forgets everything. The woman began to fold her hands in front of the Maulvi. You do something about it. He said, No, I can't do anything about it. I will tell you a Baba with a mantra. He can fix such things. This can't be done by me. Yes, I love my life. Then my mother brings this mantra Baba also. At first, my father looks at me intently, as if I were not even human. There is also a Maulvi with a mantra Baba. The Maulvi whispered in Baba's ear. It is as if, at night, it's not like that. The mantra Baba says, Even if it becomes an animal at night, I can suppress it. As soon as the night falls, the mantra Laya Baba remains awake. The first night, my mother said, I didn't move. In the morning, Baba said, the boy is scared of me. He said, the same thing happened to me. The first night it didn't work. The Malvi tells the mantra-wielding Baba, obey me, stay in this house for one more night. The Baba, with the mantra, accepts the words of the Malvi and the woman. The next night, my son woke up. The mantra-wielding Baba poured some green powder on my son. My son sat down on the floor and looked down. As soon as my son started to get up, the mantra Baba took hold of the little finger of my son's hand. My son began to cry so much, so loudly, that I finally said to my father, leave my son. But Baba did not listen to me. My son was crying loudly. I was sweating, but I couldn't do anything. 5 minutes later, my son was dead. Now Baba, with the mantra, said, wake him up like this. I looked into my son's eyes. The boy stood up and said, what happened? Why did I wake up so late at night? I still don't remember. Baba did so much for me. In the morning, Mantra Wala Baba left our house and said to my mother, after today, your son. I have not told this story to any channel before. I am only sending it to you. A friend of mine saw your video and asked me to tell the whole incident to a channel what the world believes is the truth. I found out that you describe true horror incidents that happen to people on this channel. By the way, 4 different horror events happened to me. But there is one event that I am still very afraid of today. Thank you so much if you can share these stories with the world. My story is, I travel, meaning to deliver goods from here to there. I spent all my time driving a 22-wheeler, which means eating out. My journey of 100 kilometers, sometimes 70 to 50, meant it was my daily routine. But when I used to travel at night, my 22-wheeler would pass through such a forest, 10 kilometers long. It used to be 3 to 4 kilometers, in which I felt like something would hit my 22-wheeler hard from below. When I felt it for the first time, I did not stop the 22-wheeler there out of fear, because I was very scared that day. When they left the forest in 10 kilometers, I stopped my 22-wheeler, meaning the sounds had stopped before. I looked over. Didn't anything fall off? I'm even more surprised when I see it, because my luggage is all normal as before, meaning nothing has moved from its place. I'm back on my 22nd wheel again. I was surprised all the way. Then what were the sounds coming from my 22-wheeler? Then I went to where the goods were to be delivered. During the day, after eating all the food, he looked at his 22-wheeler from the bottom up. Isn't there a problem? Sounds like something, but it's okay, 22-wheeler. I didn't even have a problem. Then I did not have any other detour from this route, meaning no luggage was found that I would go through this route. 3 months later, I was on the road again. At first, I didn't remember anything about this place, because it's been 3 months. When I was about to reach exactly the same place, 1 kilometer, before I remembered what happened to me that night on this route. I was scared, but I wanted to see what happened on that road. That day, my 22-wheeler started making noise. Just as I passed the same place, a young man was standing on the side of the road in front of me, whose car was probably damaged. He held my hand, and I stopped. I was scared, but I got down from my 22-wheeler because it was the same idea. Where my 22-wheeler was making noise, I looked at the place and saw the young man. The young man started talking to me, but I started looking around the place first, because on such a path there can be robbers and many problems. Let's all be normal." The young man said to me, "Thank you, you stopped for me." The young man's car didn't start. I said, "I can take you with me if you want. Maybe I'll leave you. Get your car in the morning. It is not right for you to stay in the forest for so long." I explained to the young man, "Don't worry about the car. Nothing of yours will go anywhere. Yes, if you stay in this forest all night, you don't know what can happen to you." The young man got scared, took the money from his car and put it on my 22-wheeler, and then we'll both go. The young man thanked me again and again. I said, "Don't thank me. Maybe I wouldn't have stopped for you. I wanted to see this route that 3 months ago, when I pass a 22-wheeler on this route, there are very loud sounds coming from behind my 22-wheeler. I wasn't alone that day. When you asked me today, I thought, what's the problem? I'll see the place too. There's nothing wrong in it." Then the young man said, "So you stopped for yourself, not for me." Then it may have come. When I started to take the young man off, the young man was very nice. He said to me, "I'm very hungry. I'll get something to eat. Come down with me." I said to the young man, "I don't have time. I have to deliver the goods on time, otherwise I will have a problem." Then the young man began to give me some money. Let's eat the same. I didn't want to take the money, but he forced me into his pocket. Let me get out of there. I don't want to tell you in the story that I'm a good person. I helped someone. When you're listening to, then you'll know why I mentioned that the young man's car was bad. Why was it so bad in this place? Let's go. I reached my destination, the luggage, etc., all got down from the 22-wheeler. Then my other luggage started to load from the same place, meaning it had to be delivered to me, and maybe. My luggage was loaded on the 22-wheeler throughout the day. I was on the mobile all day. My time has passed. The goods have also loaded. It was late in the evening, and I was on my way to my destination. Then I had to come by the same route that I had gone by, meaning every overweight person would go by the same route, meaning the goods loaded. If my 22-wheeler was empty, I would not have come this way, because there were other shortcut routes, but my 22-wheeler was loaded with goods. That's why I had to go that route. I'll see when I get there again. The young man's car is still in the same place, and 2 servants are also opening the car tires. At first, I didn't understand anything. When it's done this way, then my family came to the hospital and took me home. When I told everyone, the whole family said, "Maybe he has a brain problem. He has taken the 22-wheeler on his heart." But I'll tell you one thing. I've seen it all. I had got down from the 22-wheeler, yes, but one thing is strange and true. I did not see the hand when I looked in the glass, but they say, the mirror shows what is visible to the eye. Why did he look into my eyes? People don't believe me, but it's true. You take my story to the world. Maybe the world will believe it. Look at your will. Like people, you don't deny that this story is an illusion of yours or that you're crazy.